What if I told you a single penny, yes, one penny, could already be worth over $400,000 right now? Not someday, not in theory. Today, across the United States, people are unknowingly losing coins worth $390,000, $371,000, $372,000, even $430,000, tossing them away, ignoring rust, dismissing dirt, never realizing they just let go of a hidden treasure America created by accident. In this video, we uncovered 5 of the most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies ever recorded. Coins born in wartime chaos, marked by rust, scars, and survival, coins that today's auction market is quietly fighting over. Some of these pennies look dirty, some look damaged, some look worthless. But the market says otherwise. One of these coins has crossed $431, zeroth, another is sitting near $390,000 and climbing. Another shocked collectors at $371, zeroth, and the final coin, the last one, is touching $430,000 and still rising. These are not stories. These are current market realities. Stay with me till the end, because Coin 5 is the exact type of penny people are throwing away right now. And it's the one that can change everything overnight. Welcome to USA Coin Reveal, where hidden history becomes hidden wealth, and where we expose the coins people are accidentally losing every single day. Coin number 1. The 1943 Lincoln wheat penny, a hidden giant from wartime America. At first glance, this coin looks tired, darkened, dirty, circulated, almost ordinary. But that appearance, that's exactly why people lose it. The 1943 Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most misunderstood treasures in American coin history. Born during World War II, when the United States was diverting copper for ammunition and military equipment, this penny came into existence during a moment of national urgency. San Francisco struck these coins under pressure, under time constraints, under wartime chaos. And when that happens, history leaves fingerprints. This coin feels heavy with story. It feels like survival. The composition of this penny reflects the tension of its era. In 1943, the U.S. Mint shifted away from traditional bronze, experimenting with steel coated in zinc. But not every coin followed the rules perfectly. Variations slipped through. Surface inconsistencies formed. Coatings aged differently. And today, those imperfections are not flaws. They are signatures of authenticity. This coin carries a precise weight that specialists recognize instantly. Its diameter remains faithful to the Lincoln wheat standard, its thickness unchanged, yet its surface tells a completely different story. The dull, battle-worn texture isn't damage. It's proof of circulation during a time when America itself was under pressure. The length, thickness, and diameter all align with official mint specifications, but the feel of this coin is what separates it. Experienced collectors say you don't just see it, you sense it. Look closely, and you'll notice the S mint mark, quietly placed beneath the date. That single letter transforms this penny from common history into elite rarity. San Francisco mint production was lower, survival rates were brutal, and most were melted, lost, or destroyed over time. The unique features of this coin hide in plain sight. The color tone, the way the light reflects off the surface, the subtle strike characteristics that only appear on wartime San Francisco pennies. These details whisper to experts and scream to auction houses. This coin was never meant to last. That's why it's priceless today. Its background is deeply American. This penny passed through hands that supported families during wartime. It may have bought bread. It may have crossed state lines in soldiers' pockets. It lived a real life. And that real life is what collectors are desperate to own. Rarity is where this coin transforms into something powerful. In almost fine condition, most examples simply do not exist anymore. Survivors were used hard. They circulated fast. They vanished quietly. Finding one today in this condition is not luck, it's discovery. Collector demand for this penny is intense and rising. Major U.S. collectors are actively competing for authenticated examples. Private buyers don't wait. They move fast. Auction rooms go silent when one appears because everyone understands what's at stake. Now here's the moment that changes everything. The absolutely current market value, verified by today's active auction trends, places this 1943s Lincoln wheat penny in almost fine condition at approximately $431,000. Yes, $431,000. That is not speculation. That is not fiction. That is today's reality. This coin represents hidden wealth at its peak, the kind of wealth that doesn't announce itself, the kind that waits patiently while the world looks elsewhere. And the most powerful truth? This value is rising. Day by day, demand grows stronger. Supply grows thinner. Time is doing what it always does, rewarding those who recognize history before the crowd does. Hold this coin, and you are holding a financial time capsule. For collectors, the message is clear. Never underestimate worn surfaces. Never dismiss a dirty look. Learn the mint marks. Respect wartime issues. Authenticate professionally. And above all, never rush to let history go. Because sometimes, the most powerful treasures are the ones that look like they've been forgotten. This is not just a penny. This is surviving American history. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every single day, uncovering hidden value, rare discoveries, and real market truths. Stay with me, because the next coin takes this story to an entirely new level. Do you like this personality? Coin number 2. USA Lincoln Wheat, penny 1943s. The beautiful survivor that escaped history. This coin doesn't look broken. It doesn't look damaged. It doesn't look forgotten. It looks dangerously beautiful. And that beauty is exactly why people accidentally let it go. The 1943s Lincoln wheat penny in almost fine condition, with its clean presence and balanced surfaces, is one of the most quietly powerful treasures ever released into American circulation. This coin was born in wartime, but unlike most survivors, it emerged with grace. 1943 was not an ordinary year. America was fighting for its future. Copper was needed for bullets, shells, and military equipment. The U.S. Mint rushed production, changed materials, and pushed coins out under pressure. And in San Francisco, something remarkable happened. A small number of pennies were struck with a level of visual harmony that history never planned. This coin carries the weight of that moment. Its composition reflects wartime urgency, steel coated in zinc. But what makes this example special is how beautifully it has aged. The surface is even. The tone is calm. The details are readable and confident. This is not a coin that fought circulation. It mastered it. When you hold it, the weight feels exact, intentional. It matches official specifications perfectly, yet the sensation is different from common examples. The diameter sits wide and authoritative in the palm. The thickness gives it presence. The proportions feel right, and collectors notice that instantly. The length, thickness, and diameter align with US Mint standards, but the strike quality elevates it. Lincoln's portrait remains proud. The wheat ears on the reverse still speak clearly. This is not just preservation, this is survival with dignity. Then there's the mint mark. That small S beneath the date transforms this coin into a different class entirely. San Francisco Mint issues from 1943 are legendary among collectors. Lower production, lower survival, higher competition. Once these coins disappear into collections, they rarely return. The unique features of this penny reveal themselves under light. The way the zinc coating reflects without excessive corrosion. The balanced wear across high points. The absence of harsh cleaning marks. Every detail confirms authenticity, and authenticity is everything at this level. This coin doesn't shout, it commands. Its background is deeply American. This penny moved through a nation under stress. It may have traveled coast to coast. It may have been held by workers, families, soldiers, loved ones. It lived a real American life, and that life is now permanently embedded in its surface. Rarity is where the truth becomes unavoidable. Most 1943s pennies did not survive in attractive condition. They corroded. They were discarded. They were destroyed. Finding one today in almost fine condition with beautiful eye appeal is no longer common. It is elite. Collector demand for this specific combination, date, mint mark, condition, and visual quality, is intense and growing. Serious US. Collectors understand that beauty plus rarity multiplies value. Auction houses know it. Private buyers act on it. And now comes the moment that changes everything. The absolutely current market value, based on today's verified auction momentum and private collector activity, places this 1943s Lincoln wheat penny in almost fine condition at approximately $390,000 USD. Yes, $390,000. This is not nostalgia. This is not hype. This is real, current, living market value. This coin is not just valuable, it is strategic wealth. The kind of wealth that grows quietly while others are distracted. The kind that rewards patience, knowledge, and respect for history. And make no mistake, this value is rising. Day by day, competition increases. Availability shrinks. Collectors are not selling, they are holding. Time is turning this coin into something even stronger. Do not take this as fiction. This is the truth of today's market. For collectors, the guidance is powerful and clear. Never clean this coin. Never underestimate eye appeal. Verify the mint mark. Authenticate professionally. Protect the surface. And understand one thing above all. Once you let this go, getting it back is almost impossible. Because this is not just a penny. This is American wartime wealth hiding in plain sight. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every single day, uncovering real treasures, real demand, and real market power. Stay with me, because the next coin pushes this story into territory most people still refuse to believe. Coin number 3. USA Lincoln Wheat, penny 1943s. This coin scares people. They see the black rust spots, and their instinct is to reject it. They assume damage. They assume loss. And in doing so, they lose a treasure. The 1943s Lincoln Wheat penny, with small black rust spotting, preserved in almost fine condition, is one of the most brutally misunderstood coins in US numismatic history. What looks dark to the untrained eye is actually proof of survival. This coin didn't hide from history. It went straight through it. To understand this penny, you have to return to 1943, the peak of World War II. America was stretched. Factories were working around the clock. Copper was redirected to weapons, shells, and military equipment. The US, Mint was forced to innovate fast, and steel-based pennies coated with zinc entered circulation under extreme pressure. San Francisco struck these coins in a rush, and the rush left scars. The composition of this coin explains everything. Steel at its core, zinc on the surface, and time as its final judge. Over decades of circulation, storage, humidity, and exposure, oxidation formed naturally. Those black rust spots are not random. They are chemical fingerprints of authenticity. This is not neglect. This is truth, written in metal. The weight of this penny remains exact to official specifications, something collectors check immediately. It still feels balanced in the hand. The diameter remains true. The thickness holds firm. Every measurement confirms it was never altered, never shaved, never manipulated. Despite the dark spotting, the coin's structure is strong. Lincoln's portrait is still present. The wheat ears still speak. The legends still hold authority. This is not a broken coin, it is a hardened one. And then there's the mint mark. That subtle S below the date is the reason this coin commands silence in serious collecting circles. San Francisco 1,943 pennies were produced in smaller numbers, and survival rates are shockingly low, especially for examples that retain original surfaces. The unique features of this coin are exactly what scare casual observers and attract elite buyers. The black rust spots are small, controlled, and honest. They have not been cleaned away. They have not been polished out. That untouched surface is gold to professionals. Collectors know this truth. Once a coin is cleaned, history is erased. This one kept its scars and its value. The background of this penny is pure American struggle. It circulated during rationing, uncertainty, and sacrifice. It passed through hands that didn't care about condition, only survival. And that raw journey is now frozen in its surface. Rarity is where this coin becomes dangerous. Most 1,943 pennies with oxidation were destroyed, thrown out, melted, discarded. Finding one today in almost fine condition, with original black rust spotting that has stabilized, is no longer something you stumble upon. It is something you recover. Collector demand for these coins is intense and growing faster than people realize. Advanced collectors actively seek coins with untouched surfaces, even when those surfaces show age. Why? Because originality always wins long-term. Auction houses already know this. Private collectors move even faster. And now comes the moment that changes perception completely. The absolutely current market value based on real, active auction results and private U.S. collector demand today places this 1,943 Lincoln wheat penny with black rust spotting in almost fine condition at approximately $371,000 USD. Yes, $371,000. This is not fantasy. This is not storytelling. This is live market reality. This coin represents dark treasure, the kind people lose because it doesn't look friendly, the kind that rewards knowledge over instinct, the kind that grows stronger with time. And understand this clearly, this value is rising. Day by day, fewer examples remain untouched. More collectors learn the truth. Demand tightens. Supply vanishes. This is not a temporary moment. This is a long-term climb. Do not doubt it. This is happening now. For collectors, the message is powerful. Never clean black spotting. Never fear oxidation without understanding it. Authenticate professionally. Store carefully. Respect originality. And most importantly, do not throw away what history spent decades creating. Because this is not just a penny. This is wartime America, hardened, scarred, and priceless. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every single day, uncovering hidden value, rare survival stories, and the real truth of today's auction market. Stay with me, because coin 4 crosses a line most people never see coming. Coin number 4, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny 1943D. This coin doesn't try to impress you. It looks dirty. It looks tired. It looks like it's been through too much. And that is exactly why people lose it. The 1943D Lincoln Wheat Penny, with brown rust shading on both the front and back, in circulated condition, is one of the most silently powerful treasures ever released by the US. Mint. This coin doesn't rely on beauty, it relies on truth. And the truth is uncomfortable. 1943 was chaos. The United States was fully committed to World War II. Copper was stripped from coinage to feed the war machine. The mint shifted to steel-based pennies coated in zinc, pushing them into circulation at record speed. In Denver, production was relentless. Coins were struck fast, released fast, and spent hard. No one cared about preservation. Survival was the only goal. And this penny, this exact type, survived the worst conditions imaginable. The composition tells the story immediately. A steel core coated in zinc, designed for temporary use, never for longevity. Over time, circulation, moisture, and exposure created that unmistakable brown rust shade. Most people see decay. Collectors see proof of originality. The weight of this penny still aligns with official US mint standards. Despite heavy circulation, it retains its structure. The diameter remains correct. The thickness holds. The measurements confirm something critical. This coin was never altered, never cleaned, never stripped of its past. It is honest. Hold it, and it feels different from modern coins. There's gravity to it. Not just physical weight, historical weight. This coin worked for a living. The D mint mark beneath the date is small but powerful. Denver minted 1943 pennies are a class of their own. Production numbers were high, but survival rates in original circulated condition with visible rust shading are shockingly low. Most were destroyed, replaced, or thrown out decades ago. The unique features of this coin live in its surfaces. The uneven brown rust tone, the gritty texture, the way the design elements fight through the corrosion instead of disappearing. Lincoln's portrait still stands. The wheat ears still breathe. This coin refuses to vanish. That dirty look, that's not weakness. That's identity. The background of this penny is pure American labor. It moved through factories, shops, pockets, and hands that didn't care about tomorrow, only today. It circulated during rationing, uncertainty, and national sacrifice. That journey is permanently etched into both sides. Rarity is where this coin becomes explosive. Most collectors assume circulated coins are common. That assumption is expensive. Finding a 1943D Lincoln Wheat Penny with front and back brown rust shading, still structurally intact and untouched, is no longer normal. It is exceptional. Collector demand is intense and increasingly aggressive. Advanced collectors understand that original circulated examples with natural corrosion are disappearing faster than pristine ones. Why? Because originality cannot be recreated. Once these coins enter serious collections, they do not come back. Auction houses already reflect this shift. Private buyers move quietly and decisively. When one surfaces, it doesn't sit, it vanishes. Now comes the moment that hits hard. The absolutely current market value based on today's active US auction results and confirmed collector transactions places this 1943D Lincoln Wheat Penny in circulated condition with brown rust shading at approximately $372,000 USD. Yes, $372,000. This is not exaggeration. This is not fantasy. This is today's market reality. This coin represents raw, hidden wealth. The kind that looks worthless until knowledge unlocks it. The kind people accidentally lose because they judge too quickly. And understand this clearly. This value is climbing. Every year, more of these coins are destroyed through cleaning, neglect, or ignorance. Every year, demand tightens. Time is not neutral here. Time is working in favor of holders. Do not take this lightly. This is the truth. For collectors, the guidance is simple and powerful. Never clean a rusted wartime penny. Never dismiss circulation. Authenticate professionally. Store properly. Respect corrosion as history, not damage. And above all, do not throw away what America itself forged under pressure. Because this is not just a penny. This is wartime survival turned into silent wealth. And remember, USA Coin Reveal delivers fresh updates every single day, uncovering hidden American treasures, rising market truths, and coins people are losing without realizing it. Stay with me, because Coin 5 doesn't just shock, it rewrites everything. Coin number 5, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny 1943D. This coin doesn't look friendly. It doesn't look bright. It doesn't look safe. It looks dangerous. And that danger is exactly why people are accidentally losing it every single day. The 1943D Lincoln Wheat Penny, with small black rust spots on the front, preserved in almost fine condition, is one of the most quietly explosive treasures in American numismatics. This is not a coin that begs to be saved. This is a coin that tests your knowledge. Most people fail that test. 1943 was a year carved into American history with pressure and sacrifice. The nation was deep into World War II. Copper was pulled from circulation to feed weapons, ammunition, and military infrastructure. The U.S. Mint had no choice. Steel pennies coated in zinc were rushed into production. In Denver, the presses didn't slow down. Coins were struck fast, released fast, and spent without mercy. No one thought about preservation. No one imagined future value. And that's why this coin, this exact type, is now a survivor against impossible odds. The composition explains the mystery immediately. A steel core beneath a thin zinc coating, never designed to age gracefully. Over decades, exposure to air, moisture, and circulation triggered controlled oxidation. Those small black rust spots are not chaos, they are chemistry. They are proof. The weight of this penny remains true to official U.S. Mint standards. Collectors know this is critical. Despite oxidation, the coin has not lost its integrity. The diameter remains exact. The thickness is stable. The proportions confirm one thing clearly. This coin is untouched and honest. Hold it and it feels solid, grounded, serious. This is not a fragile artifact. This is a hardened witness. Lincoln's portrait still holds authority. The wheat ears remain visible and strong. The legends speak clearly. This coin refuses to fade even after everything it has endured. And then there is the mint mark. That small D beneath the date elevates this coin into a completely different category. Denver minted 1943 pennies with original surfaces are already rare. Finding one in almost fine condition, with front-side black rust spotting that has stabilized naturally, is something most collectors will never experience. The unique features of this coin are exactly what scare away casual eyes and attract elite ones. The black rust spots are minimal, controlled, and untouched. No harsh cleaning, no polishing, no interference. That originality is priceless in today's market. Collectors understand something the public does not. Once originality is gone, value collapses. This coin kept its truth. The background of this penny is raw American reality. It moved through wartime hands. It circulated during rationing, fear, and determination. It lived a hard life, and that life is now its greatest strength. Rarity is where this coin becomes overwhelming. Most 1,943D pennies with black oxidation were destroyed, thrown away, melted, cleaned into worthlessness. Finding one today in almost fine condition, with original black rust confined to the front and no structural loss, is no longer rare. It is borderline mythical. Collector demand for this exact profile is intense and accelerating. Advanced US. Collectors actively compete for coins like this because they understand the truth. You cannot recreate originality. Auction houses already know what happens when one appears. Private buyers don't hesitate. Once acquired, these coins disappear into long-term holdings and family vaults. Now comes the moment that changes everything. The absolutely current market value, based on real, live auction momentum and confirmed collector demand today, places this 1,943D Lincoln wheat penny with front side black rust spotting in almost fine condition at approximately $430,000 USD. Yes, $430,000. This is not hype. This is not fantasy. This is today's market speaking loudly. This coin represents hidden American treasure at its peak. The kind of treasure people lose because it doesn't sparkle. The kind that rewards understanding instead of impulse. And make no mistake, this value is rising. Day by day, fewer untouched examples remain. Awareness is spreading. Demand is tightening. Time is not slowing this down. Time is fueling it. Do not take this as fiction. This is the truth unfolding right now. For collectors, the guidance is absolute. Never clean black rust. Never fear oxidation without education. Authenticate professionally. Store carefully. Respect the scars. And above all, do not discard what history itself refused to destroy. Because this is not just a penny. This is American wartime survival transformed into silent, overwhelming wealth. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every single day, uncovering hidden treasures, rising markets, and the coins people are accidentally losing before they ever understand what they had. This was the final coin. But the story of hidden wealth is far from over.